in chronological order. It says that from Adam unto Christ are 3,947 years, and from the birth of Christ to this present year is 1814 years. Then the whole sum and number of years from the beginning of the world unto this present year is 5,788. It shows in the year 1814 the world really was 5,788 years old. This year, 2022, the Earth would be approximately 5,998 years old.
So that information is amazing all within itself. But here's why it's so significant, and here's the other piece of the puzzle that's going to blow your mind. Paul tells us to remember one thing, that a day to the Lord is equal to 1,000 years. Now remember, in the book of Genesis, God says that he created the earth in 6 days, and on the seventh day he rested, right? Here's a writing from Barnabas, an early church father and the disciple of Paul that we read about in the New Testament. He says this:
"Give heed, children." What does this mean? He ended in 6 days. He means this, that in 6,000 years the Lord shall bring things to an end. For a day with him signifies 1,000 years. And this he himself bears witness, saying, "Behold, the day of the Lord shall be as 1,000 years." Therefore, children, in 6 days, that is, in 6,000 years, everything shall come to an end. If you go on to read, Barnabas says that at this time Jesus will abolish lawlessness and wickedness off the face of the earth, and he says that he's going to do it through us, through his people. But first we have to be sanctified and purified so that he can use us to go and sanctify and purify the rest of the earth. Now some of you may not be aware, but this book of Barnabas was one of the lost books.
What this is saying is, at 6,000 years, the work of God will be finished in his people. That the days of creation, though they really happened, was also a parable to reveal that us, God's creation, he will be finished with it in 6,000 years. Then it says he will use us, those who have gone through the sanctification process, to then sanctify the rest of the world. This is the great harvest that we read about, the harvest of the nations, the greatest and biggest move of God that the world in history has ever seen. William Seymour, the man who God used to birth the Azusa Street revival, he even knew about this final and greatest revival that the world would ever see. This is speaking about the restoration of all things. We read about it in the book of Acts. This is the grand finale. This is what every Christian has been waiting for. Well, the Lord will come back through his people and use us to restore everything. The Bible says that God will create a new heaven and a new earth.